Okay, welcome to the next Blender tutorial. So today we're going to be looking at camera panning. So what I've noticed with 5.0 is that they've changed some of the settings in regards to animation, which is just unbelievable to me because I've been sat here for the last 5 minutes going, why isn't this working? Because, you know, usually with animation you would press I and then insert a keyframe, and then I've tried to manually insert keyframes and just nothing was working, and I was sat there going like, what am I doing wrong? So with the 5.0, and I don't know whether this changed with a prior version or whether it just changed within 5.0. I've not done animation in quite some time, but I'm going to show you how to do it in 5.0 because if you're as confused as I am, welcome to the club. So we have the camera right here, and we're going to go ahead and just work with the default cube and the lighting rig right here. And we also have this thing at the bottom, if you guys weren't aware, which is the timeline. So currently we are on frame 1, and we're going to maybe do this up to probably frame 100, but to be honest with you, you don't really need it that long. Not really. I'm just kind of doing it frame 100 just for reference. So what we're going to do is let's go ahead and make sure that this camera is aligned with what we can see. So we're going to click the camera right here. Let's go with view. Let's go align view, and you want to align camera to view right here, which is Control Alt numberpad 0 if you guys are interested in the shortcuts. So now we have the camera aligned to the view right here. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and pan this camera, or at least move the camera past the object. So I'm just going to press G and just move this to the side. You know what's going to be really beneficial that I always forget? Always without fail. Here we go, screencast keys. So press G and just move your mouse around and you should be able to just move that to where you need it to be. Okay, so with this in particular, usually what I would press is I and then insert the keyframe. However, with this new version, it's not. It's now changed to K. So if we press K, hopefully this should pop up and you should be able to see it. There we go. So I'm going to go with location for this just basic tutorial. So press K, click location. You'll notice in the corner right here, right, just move this blue line out the way, we now have this little diamond at the bottom of your screen, which is the bottom left. Just right here where my cursor is. Hopefully you can see my cursor. So this blue line right here represents our timeline, so this will be the beginning of our video, and then it will recur to the end right here. So to move this camera, what we're going to do is let's go ahead and just shift this blue line to maybe 100 right here, because that was my standard that I mentioned before. And I'm going to go ahead and press G again. And I'm going to go ahead and just move this camera so we have the cube on the opposite side. Just right here. And then I'm going to press K. And we're going to go location again. So now, when I move the blue line, hopefully, fingers crossed, we should be moving. Yay. Okay, so that is a basic rig for a camera. I did talk about season 2 that we were going to be doing some rigging and animation. So this is how we're doing it in 5.0. For some reason, and I do very vaguely remember it being I for keyframes. I don't know why they've changed it. So, you know, they do this sometimes with different Blender versions, which is mildly annoying because you get so used to doing something a certain way. And they go ahead and change it. So yeah, I hope that tutorial was useful for anybody who was really frustrated like I was. Yeah, I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great day. Bye.